Okay, so in this short video, I'm going to share with you how you can identify awareness levels through ads, meaning how you can look at any creative, specifically video ads, and figure out, which awareness level they are targeting simply by looking at certain specific elements in the video. Okay, it's super, super simple. I'm going to give you real life examples, so I'm not going to just tell you, okay, problem where audiences are audiences that are aware of the problem, that are aware of the solution. So this is like the theory that everybody talks about, in terms of awareness levels. I'm going to give you real life examples from brands crushing it with, really like targeting the entire kind of scale, awareness scale with their creatives. So I'm gonna use PetLabCo for this example. I think they're doing a very good job with their ads and their strategy, because they're really again targeting every single stage of the awareness, from like unaware audiences to problem aware, solution aware, product aware, as well as most aware. So yeah, I would highly suggest you to share this training with your in-house creative team. So maybe you are currently in the process of training up or hiring like new creative strategists, and maybe like you feel like your team could improve. And for example, for us right now, we are like in the process of training like junior creative strategists and really get them to a point where they are really good at research and strategy, and they understand like DR and how to sell to audiences. So you can send over this training to them, and hopefully they can learn from it. Because again, I'm going to give you a real life example, so literally just plug and play. It's really important to understand like the foundations, and I feel like a lot of people don't know this. So let's start with the unaware stage, which is obviously when the audience is fully unaware. So this is like the top of the funnel, right? The most people that you can reach, because they're not aware that they even have a problem. So of course they're not even aware about the brand and what you sell. So I'm gonna share with you how PetLab targets this their top of the funnel and what their creatives looks like. And the easiest way you can figure out which kind of awareness level the ad is targeting is by simply looking at how the ad starts. So look at the hooks, the leads, the first like from 0 to like 5, 10 seconds, and see how they structure their copy, what kind of how they really speak to the audience. So let me play the video really quick, and then I'm gonna break it down.
The dangers of neglecting daily teeth cleaning for dogs.
All right, let me guess. You don't brush your dog's teeth every week, and you don't have a weekly or daily dental routine at all?
Is that bad?
All right, so think about this. Every week that has gone by, your dog's teeth have worsened little by little. Every 7 days, a little more plaque, a little more tartar has built up around each and every tooth. So how old is your dog?
Around 10.
All right, so that's 52 times 10. That's 520 weeks or 3,650 days of plaque and tartar that is built up around your dog's teeth. Yeah, and the worst thing is this buildup can have serious consequences for your dog down the road, and that could have all been guarded against with the...
So I'm gonna pause real quick, okay, before they get to the product. But you need to pay attention, to how how the video starts, right? It starts by saying the danger of neglecting daily teeth cleaning for dogs. They don't talk about a problem specifically, but the whole goal at the unaware stage is really building awareness around the problem. So then, the audience becomes problem aware, right? So at the beginning, the best way you can do this is by, if you're targeting an unaware audience, is by really getting their attention with some sort of maybe education or hack or stat, right? Something that really appeals to a lot of people. Because, for example, if you're a dog owner, you come across this video on your feed, they're not selling you anything. They're, maybe you have healthy dogs, you don't even know they have any problems. And they just say the dangers of neglecting daily teeth cleaning for dogs, right? And as you can see, this copy is very targeted to like a specific type of person, right? A person that maybe have dogs. Most people in America in general, I think, don't really pay attention to their dog teeth, right? And even though, again, this is them selling their products, right? Maybe some dogs, even if you don't clean their teeth, they are fine. They still kind of reel you in and get you aware about the problem that this could cause, right? So once you're aware that, okay, you start thinking my dog has, that his teeth are dirty, this might be actually a big problem. They hit you with this type of ads, right? So let me play the video really quick.
Dental hygienist reveals hack to turn yellow dog teeth from this to this sparkly and white.
She was getting that yellowing and that buildup on her canine tooth. They were actually getting a little tartar buildup on her teeth. But as a dental hygienist, I know the importance of dental care to dogs. She doesn't really love the teeth brushing part. That's why we loved using the PetLab.
So as you can see right away, right, you're a problem aware, so they hit you with the problem right away. They say dental hygienist reveals hack to turn yellow dog teeth from this to this, right? So they show you how they were able to solve the problem, right? They start with the problem. They don't start with education. Of course, there's like some level of education, but it's mainly like all about the problem, right? You're aware about the problem, so they talk about that. And also they use like a third party, like authority figure, right? Like dental hygienist talks about how she was able to get rid of this, right? So that's the second step, right? Once the audience is aware about the problem, you provide the solution right away. So you get them, they're aware about the problem. then you talk about the problem and then give them the solution, so you get to the solution much quicker than, for example, if they're unaware. At the unaware stage, there's a longer more education needed, right? The ads are typically longer. It's like a longer type of VSL ads. Problem aware is usually where we leverage a bit more like maybe UGC, like problem solution frameworks. Then for the solution aware, and obviously in this case, their problem aware and solution aware blends a little bit. So for example, if you see this ad, I consider this more like solution aware. But obviously, if you're like a dog owner and you're aware that okay, my dog teeth might be actually dirty, and you start checking them out, you might be looking for solutions, right? So it's very rare that there's somebody that is just stuck at the problem aware stage, in my opinion, as a dog owner. So most people, as you can see in the previous example, the vet was saying we tried brushing your teeth, so it's kind of targeting both solution aware and problem aware. But this ad specifically, I think, is more for like a solution aware audience. So let me just play really quick.
What if I told you you don't need a toothbrush to clean your dog's teeth? It's true there's a reason why us vets recommend it. Daily brushing is the ideal. But it's not the only...
Right, so for example here, right, they talk about another solution, right? If they're solution aware, right, which is like a level lower than problem aware, they start with like an old solution, right? Brushing your teeth, your dog teeth with a toothbrush is not the only thing you can do, right? That's an old solution. So they start with a failed solution and then introduce a better solution. So it basically super simple. It's really speaking to the audience, like where they are mentally, right? Where they are in the awareness scale. And another really profitable thing that they're doing is not just sticking to that, but also going lower. So for example, product aware and most aware, these are a few examples. Once you are aware about maybe solutions, right? And obviously you see more of their ads, and you start becoming aware about the product, that they hit you with this type of ads, which is all about speaking about the product and how it's different than the competition. So let me play it.
Vet gives brutally honest opinion of viral dog dental powder.
This green dental powder for dogs from Pet Lab Co. has been going viral online, and many of my clients are raving about it. So I had to do a deep dive into their formula and research to see if this is the real deal. Here are 3.
So as you can see, still they have the authority, and they pull different levers in order to convert you there, right? They have social proof. They start mentioning things like viral, right? So FOMO, social proof, so credibility, before and afters, right? So it's all about the product. Before the more colder stages are more about storytelling and really like getting people aware about the problem. Now it's all about the product, right? And the problem I see with a lot of brands, even like bigger ones, like DTC brands, is that they focus too much on that product where they essentially get stuck at that product aware level where they have a lot of testimonials, a lot of product-focused creatives, which look good, right? And they convert, but again, it's all about, they only speak to warm traffic, right? Even if you might not convert somebody that is unaware or problem aware right away, it's still like, they still go through the whole funnel, right? At some point, they're going to become product aware, most aware, and that's where these type of ads will become even more profitable because, there's a bigger audience that you always build, right? But if you're just stuck at that level and you never speak to like somebody that is really cold, then of course your scale is very, very limited. So that's something we always try to do, really crack that top of the funnel, because naturally, people will get down to the lower levels of the funnel, and then, it's going to be easier. It's going to get easier to convert them. So this is an example of like a product aware ad. And another really good example of speaking about the product aware level is this one.
I got suckered into buying this probiotic chew for my itchy dog on Instagram. And if I ever meet the owner of this product on the street, I'm going to give you a big fat hug.
Right, so this is product aware. I got suckered into buying this for my itchy dog, right? Somebody that is product aware, right, is aware about the product. They're speaking to them from like a first-person perspective instead of the vet and authority figure. This is like the story of a customer that says, "Hey, I was, your same shoes. I kept seeing this this product on my feed. I decided to buy it, and this was the outcome." Okay. And lastly, the most aware. This is essentially where people is already aware about the product and how it works, how you're different than your competition, but they just maybe need an incentive. If they haven't bought at this point, maybe they need a little push, right? So they give them like a percentage off, 20% off. Some urgency, some scarcity, some additional social proof. You can also run some more testimonials, like really raw, like customer testimonials. So, yeah, this is how they're able to really target every single stage of their funnel. And again, like they just like have a huge edge over the competition, which might only be doing product-focused creatives or just really, focus on like the low-hanging fruits. Okay, so this is it. And additionally, are they delaying? Another way you can figure it out just by looking at the ads, the awareness level I'm talking about is the delay of the introduction of the product, right? Are they delay the introduction of the product? Are there different elements that they have put in place before getting to the product? For example, education, right, or other things. If yes, you're looking at a more like an unaware problem over ad. And are they taking a direct or indirect approach, right? Are they selling directly? So are they do they start the video saying, okay, this is the product, this is the benefits, or do they use an indirect approach? Do they try to hide their intentions at first, right? So maybe giving some sort of value to the audience, or making it seem like a mini documentary, so like an interesting video, something that reveals like a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things to the audience before getting to the problem and the product. Is the ad longer and shorter, right? All different components you can look at to figure out what kind of ad you're looking at. As same as for landing pages and copy, the longer, so the colder the traffic, the longer your copy should be, right? The longer the landing page should be, because there's more selling that needs to happen. There's more convincing, there's more persuasion, right? So I hope this was valuable. I hope these examples made you understand this very in depth. Feel free to share this with your team. If you like this content, make sure to like, drop a comment, maybe retweet, and drop a follow. Gonna keep dropping more of these. And yeah, if you are interested in working with my agency, we work with 7 to 9 figure e-com brands and help them scale with end-to-end creative production. We have really great case studies with really big brands. So if you're interested, go to sebaconsulting.com is our agency website, and book a call with me, or you can book a call with me through my link in bio on X. And yeah, if you liked it, drop a like.